Hi, I'm Noelle.
And I'm Marissa, but Noelle calls me Pete.
I do.
And welcome back to Take It Home.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Okay, not too bad.
That was improvised.
That actually was. We've never done that before.
Nope. Weren't planning on it.
Happy Thanksgiving. We have a sode today and it comes out on Thanksgiving. So, of course, we had to do an episode about giving thanks.
Yeah.
So, first we're going to start off with our smile of the week.
Well, first, sip of the week.
Oh, sorry, Pete. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not perfect and sometimes I make mistakes.
Well, you should know by now.
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way.
Yeah.
I just have to say that I was the biggest Hannah Montana fan. And when she came out with that song, it was like her second album, like the second season of the show. And I remember sitting in my kitchen watching on the TV. It came on for the first time. And I thought it was so edgy.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, this is dark.
I wanted her closet so bad.
Oh my God, her spinning closet. I wanted her closet and London Tipton's closet.
London Tipton is really great. Or wait, how does it go? London Tipton's really great, really great, really great. London Tipton's really great and deserves the opposite of hate, which is love.
Oh my God, you just pulled a memory so deep out of my brain.
Yep.
Oh my God, and deserves the opposite of hate, which is love. Oh my God.
So funny.
Oh my God, wow.
Okay, should we do our podcast now, I guess?
Yes.
Hey, y'all.
Special Thanksgiving sip of the week
Is a cranberry mocktail, cranberry mocktail.
Cranberry mocktail. I guess we're in a musical mood today.
We are.
So what's in this here mocktail?
Okay, so it is ice, cranberry juice, and we don't mean that sugary from concentrate cranberry juice. We mean pure cranberry juice.
Pure.
That tart, bittery shit. But we do some of that over ice, and then we added some ginger beer because that adds a little bit of sweetness as well.
And some fizz.
And then we did a little squeeze of an orange on top. But then y'all know I love a fun rim. So this is orange zest mixed with sugar for the rim.
Yummy.
So
yummy,
let's try it.
yummy.
Neither of us have had a sip yet. So
cheers. You don't like it.
I don't know. I
love
know.
it.
You love it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I like it. It tastes like, what is that? I know
It's cranberry.
No, I know, but like maybe it is the cranberry that I'm tasting.
Because it literally tastes like the cranberry that you eat at Thanksgiving. Like this tastes like cranberry out of the can.
Yeah, I guess it does. Maybe I'm just used to like from concentrate cranberry juice.
Yeah.
The not real
To be
stuff.
honest, I don't know if I've ever had cranberry juice like this. Like pure.
I don't know if I have either.
Because it does taste different. It literally tastes like cranberry sauce. But like, I like it. It's refreshing.
I think I need more sips. Well, that's our drink.
It does taste like Thanksgiving, that's for sure.
Wait, tell the viewers about our cups.
Oh yeah, you can't even tell.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't
actually.
at all. Like, but they're pink glass, and I thrifted them
From Mother of Junk.
Actually, these ones are from what's it called? American Thrift, the store on Long Island that I went to.
I want to go.
So there's this thrift store. There's one in Jersey, and there's one on Long Island. That's like a huge suburban style thrift store, which is the best kind of thrift store. Because the ones in New York are sometimes a little more like curated, just not the same as like going to a Salvation Army or something in like North Carolina.
You want like the random shit.
They always have the best shit. Like I found, oh my God, I found so much good stuff there. But I found this set of 3 glasses, they're like short cocktail glasses, but they are pink glass. You can't really tell right now at all within this lighting, but they are cute.
You really can't tell right now. But
I guess
cute
against
little glasses.
the pink of the cranberry, you can't tell, but
yeah, that's our sip of the week for Thanksgiving. For Thanksgiving.
So this episode, we've been doing the Smile of the Week, which is a segment that we have in every single episode. And we literally do this segment we always say, like, put our gratitude into daily practice, because it's something that helps us to just see the good. So that's what we're going to be doing for this entire episode today, is smiles. And we're calling it Smile of the Year.
Yay! We wanted our Thanksgiving episode to be about all of the things that make us smile and what we're grateful for.
Yes. Do you want to explain before we get into all of the smiles, the
history
of why we started doing this? We talked about this in a previous episode, but in case you missed that one,
I think probably in the first episode is when I first talked about this. So the history of Smile of the Week. How did it come to be? Well, let me tell you. So back in 2021, I just moved to New York City, and I was really struggling with my mental health. My anxiety was really bad. I was not enjoying life. It was just a very hard transition for me. Plus, I do struggle with generalized anxiety disorder to begin with. So it was just a lot. And I started seeing a psychiatrist. Shout out to Dr. Whitehouse. He's the best. No offense to my current psychiatrist. He was talking about wanting to rewire my brain chemistry, because literally human brains, well, probably all animal brains, are designed to seek out danger. So literally all of our default headspace is, I actually wrote this down. Let me see. I was listening to the podcast Psychology of Your 20s today, because she actually just came out with an episode about gratitude like today. So I was listening to it. I know, right? Okay. And one thing she said, Gemma, our brains are wired to have a negativity bias and to see the worst. So yeah, our brains are pretty much designed to seek out danger. So we are literally wired to be negative and see the bad in things. But sometimes it's a little too much, especially now it's gotten to a point where it's kind of unnecessary. I feel like back in the caveman days, it made more sense because you're literally looking for lions and tigers that are going to eat you. But now it's like, we don't need to be anxious or stressed about a lot of the things that we are. So anyways, his goal was to help rewire my brain chemistry. So he was like, Noelle, you're only seeing the bad stuff right now, and your brain is just constantly on edge, waiting for something awful to happen. And that's not a fun way to live. So he was like, I want you to do a task for me and just start writing down everything that you notice around you that makes you smile. Or not even like visibly smile, but just like things that I noticed that I'm like, oh, cool. So I started writing down everything just because I was very motivated to get my mental health back. So I would write down the littlest things, like I walked past a cute puppy on the sidewalk, or like the sky is really pretty today, or like I made my frozen Trader Joe's dinner and it was the perfect temperature. I don't know. Anything. I would just write it down. And after a while, it really started helping me. I started noticing the good more. I felt like my glass was half full. So yeah, that's the story behind it. But then once Pete and I moved in together, you know, we have gone through a few periods of time where we've both been struggling with our mental health. So we were like, why don't we start doing this with each other. So every single day we come home at the end of the day and say 10 things that make us smile. So we started doing that when we were both going through a rough time. So we'd have to write 10 things throughout the day and then come home and we'd share them with each other. And then we decided to bring it to the podcast for you guys because there's just a lot of negativity in the world right now, which is fair because there's a lot of bad shit going on out there. However, I think that it's also important to highlight the good that's happening in your life, or else, like, what's the point of living?
True.
So we wanted to bring that to the podcast, and that is the history of the smile of the week, smile of the week, smile of the week, smile of the week. So today we will be sharing our smiles of the week first of all, but then we're going to be sharing our smiles of the year. We have a few categories for you guys of just different smiles that we want to share for a super uplifting, positive episode. And then we will end, well, maybe not end, but after we share our smiles, we asked you all, the listeners, to share some of your smiles with us. So we will be sharing some of your smiles as well. So stay tuned for that.
Yay.
Yay.
Episode full of gratitude.
Yay. Okay.
On Thanksgiving.
Well, I just talked so much. So why don't you share your smile of the week first?
My smile of the week, very simple one this week. I was going to Nanny yesterday and I was a little early, so I stopped in. It's getting cold, so I don't always love just like standing outside waiting for the kids to get out of, released. So I'm always looking for something to do if I get there early. So I went into Bread's Bakery. If you live in New York, you know it's top tier bakery. They have like amazing croissants. But I really just wanted like a cup of tea, something warm. So I got a tea, but then I saw they had fresh sourdough loaves.
The best.
For like under $9. And I was like, yeah, give me a tea and a sourdough loaf.
Mm-hmm.
And I brought home a fresh sourdough loaf yesterday. And that's not something I usually do. I mean, I always get sourdough from like Trader Joe's, like the base during my grocery shopping, but like I never really get like sourdough from a bakery.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to start doing that more because it just hits different. And
I was literally going to say that.
It hits different.
It hits different. A fresh loaf.
Yeah, it's like crispy, and I've been eating it with
Kerrygold butter.
Kerrygold butter.
Knew it.
I'll cut it in half. So it's like a big piece. So I'll cut it in half and put Kerrygold butter on both halves. But then on one half, I also layer on top maple butter and then put flaky sea salt on it. So then I have my savory piece and my sweet piece.
Yeah.
And I did that twice, I guess, so far. And I'm going to keep doing that.
That's amazing.
Until the loaf is gone.
Nothing like a fresh sourdough loaf.
It's unmatched, really.
So good.
So that's my smile.
That's a good smile. My smile is that I took this random babysitting job this week with a little baby, and I was just glad that the job was very, very chill. As y'all know from last week, I had the flu. I'm still recovering. I mean, I'm so much better now, but I still have a little bit of a cough and whatnot. So I was kind of worried to babysit this week. I was like, oh, what if this job is a lot? And normally I don't like when the parents are home. That's a thing in New York, especially. I feel like parents are always home with a babysitter, but people work from home, so I get it. And I was like, ugh, I hope this family isn't home just because it makes me feel so awkward. The mom was home the whole time, but she was so pleasant and nice. Like, it was just a very, very chill, great babysitting experience. I pretty much sat there, the baby barely cried, took it to Central Park, and it was just a very easy, chill way to make money. And I love babies, so I got to play with a baby. What?
I was going to say it. Took it to Central Park.
I took him. Oh my God, sorry.
That's so funny.
Sorry, baby.
You stay babysitting babies.
I do babysit babies.
Mm-hmm.
That's something a lot of people actually don't really do, I guess.
Yeah, I don't like babysitting babies because it scares me.
It maybe scared me the first time because, well, I did drop a baby on its head once. No, I didn't. Okay, that's not true. It fell on its head while I was there. I did not.
We keep calling it it.
Oh my God, we keep calling it.
We keep calling it it.
But I dropped a baby on
don't know their pronouns.
Their head. And well, I didn't drop the baby on their head. The baby fell on their head. Anyways, but since then I've been extra careful babysitting babies, and low-key, I feel like I get them now. I'm like, I get you guys. I get what you're all about. I know how to help you.
Did you have to change
I did
their diaper?
His
diaper?
Well, I mean, I don't know it's a baby, so I don't know. God, I keep calling the baby it. The baby doesn't know its pronouns. Or maybe, I don't. Okay,
Fair.
right now the baby's pronouns are he, him, unless he grows up and feels differently. Anyways, but right now I'm going to call him him. So I changed his diaper, but no poopy diapers, luckily. Only pee. The mom, like, low-key did a lot of work. Like, I think she really just needed me there because their nanny was sick for a couple of days. So she was just like, I just, like, literally cannot do work without someone else here. So, like, she would, like, change the diaper and even put the baby down for a nap for the most part. And I was just kind of there, like, while she was sending emails and stuff to make sure the baby wouldn't die, essentially, and just, like, watch it play. So very easy. Anyways, that's my smile of the week.
Yay! It's always good when you get like a good babysitting job because you never know.
Sometimes those jobs are not good.
You never know. It's always a gamble. So it's nice when it's pleasant and then you can work with them for multiple days and it's, yeah. Well, yay. Smile of the week. Okay.
Now we have smiles of
the year, you guys. So these are going to be things we've reflected on throughout the year, things that made us smile. But we broke it down into categories for you. So we broke this down into little categories for our smiles. The first one being
our most mundane smile.
Yes, most mundane. Then we have our most needed smile, our most unexpected smile, our smile together, something that we experienced together, and then our is it overarching or overarching?
Wait, now I don't know. Wait, I need to Google it.
Overarching.
Overarching, I think.
No, but how do you pronounce it?
Overarching.
Overarching.
And then overarching smile. So we both kind of reflected on our entire year and the things that stood out to us in regards to these categories.
Yep.
So we're going to start with most mundane. I guess I'll go because we'll go back and forth.
I feel like we might have the same one.
For this one? We certainly don't.
Okay.
My mundane smile was my social media cleanse. So I talked about this a little bit a couple episodes ago when we talked about social media, but I took 4 months off of social media. No TikTok, no Facebook, no nothing. Wait, no TikTok, no Instagram. I kept Facebook actually, but I never go on Facebook anyway. And I would just, every now and then look at my family's posts. But like Instagram and TikTok was mainly what I wanted to eliminate for a little while. And, I put this in the mundane category because it felt like just a simple everyday thing. But it really, like that time was just such a like sacred time. Like looking back on that for me, I like really, really needed it at the time. I had never done anything like that before. And that was kind of a huge deal. And if I had it my way, I probably would have stayed off of social media. And, I don't want to talk about this too much because I think I talked about this for a long time, a couple episodes ago. But I needed to re-download it for, career purposes and getting this podcast going and stuff. But that time that I had off of the social media was just a large part of my year and like a very important part. And I did a lot of growing and stuff during that time. And very proud of myself for that.
It's crazy that social media cleanses are a thing because social media didn't always exist.
Yeah. And now it's like we have to intentionally remove it from our lives if we want to. It's
crazy.
Like the default is to have it, So
that's crazy.
That was my mundane smile.
My mundane smile is just soding at night, aka me and Pete watching TV. Literally that. I get so excited
That's
for
a
it.
good one.
Like, oh, Pete and I just started Ozark like 2 days ago. Don't give us any spoilers. I
So
know,
good.
like we're late to the game, but
Maybe
yeah,
we
like
can watch one tonight if we don't.
honestly, yeah, we might have time.
Yeah, it's
but
so good.
Yeah,
That's a good
I
one.
love just watching TV with Pete. That's not something I in college and high school and stuff, I didn't really watch a ton of TV. And it's just really nice. I get excited for it. When I'm leaving work, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to just freaking go home and sit down and watch an episode of TV.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like it that helps me unwind as well as it does.
Yeah.
It helps me shut off my brain and kind of invest into another world for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah. Ugh, the best.
there's nothing better than like watching a TV show that's so good too, that you're so
Mhm.
into. Because we've watched so many shows together now at this point, and
Yeah.
some have stood out among others. But yeah, it's just a great feeling.
Black Rabbit was really good.
Yes.
Highly recommend it. Wait,
Okay.
what is our next smile?
So the next one is most needed smile.
Oh, I know what I wrote.
So my most needed smile was my birthday this year, which is funny because I was just talking to you about this, but
Mhm.
I had a really, really good birthday, and it's because my family came to visit, which it was their first time ever like being here around the time of my birthday, and I feel like I just needed that family time, and I needed to spend my birthday in that way. I hadn't spent it with my family in like a couple years prior to this year, and I wanted a more low-key birthday. Like I didn't want to have a party. I didn't really want to like go out. I did nothing like that, but my family came to visit for the weekend, and it was just like one of those all around great visits, memories that I will always remember. We saw like a Broadway show, Sunset Boulevard, like the day before my birthday or something. And then we did a lot, but we went to brunch on my birthday. Noelle came, and
Me and the fam.
it was this like French brunch that was like gorgeous. Like
La Messerie.
I was just in like such a good mood. And then
You and I went out to dinner too.
and then we went out to dinner because my family flew out on my birthday. So they visited kind of like the weekend before my birthday. And then morning after my birthday, we went to brunch and hung out for the afternoon, and then they had to leave. So then it was just us, and we went to dinner, and we had just a nice dinner, and we went to this really good Italian restaurant.
Oh, so good.
And we were like somehow the only people in there, even though it was like a really nice, really good place. And yeah, we just dined, and we also went
Wined
to
and dined.
we went out after for like another drink, and I don't know.
Where
I
did
had a
we
really
go out
good-
after? Was it that the cowboy bar?
Yes, but I can't remember what it's called.
Oh my god, same. I don't know.
Because it was like right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Desert
But-
5.
Desert 5.
Desert 5 spot. Yeah, I just my birthday this year was a highlight of my entire year. Like I just thinking back on all the memories.
It was a great time.
yeah,
your
like sitting
B-Day.
on this couch, and you guys got me presents, and it was just sweet.
Well, very sweet. Also, if you can see on YouTube right now, I'm wearing socks that look like geese.
Oh my god! Wait, it looks funny in the camera.
No free feet. Okay, anyways, my needed to smile was, so of course, my trip to Brazil, but more specifically, spending 2.5 weeks with Kendall, one of my besties. I feel like I healed my inner child a bit, just because Kendall and she was my first friend. We've been friends since literally we were born. And so, we grew up doing random funny kid things. We just have so many funny stories. And Kendall lives far away now. We haven't lived in the same city, well, actually since high school. I guess during COVID there was a few months where we both still lived in Greensboro, which is nice. And we went to college like 45 minutes away from each other. But since I moved to New York, Kendall's been in San Francisco and then Nashville and then Reno. So we've had a long distance friendship. And I feel like it was just really nice to have like literally 2.5 weeks together. And not only were we together, but we were exploring, we were backpacking. It's something we've said we wanted to do together for a very long time. There were 2 other friends there. Shout out Danny and Jill. But it was just really nice. I feel like it healed my inner child. We were just laughing at the stupidest stuff that we would have laughed at in like middle school the whole time. And yeah, I think I really needed it, and I didn't know how much I needed it. It was just great for our friendship. It was great for my soul. And yeah, I have no regrets. I'm very, very glad I went and did that and got to spend quality time with Kendall.
Yay.
Yay.
That's a good one. Next category is most unexpected smile. I have to say it. This podcast.
Aww.
The most unexpected smile, and kind of was a part of the majority of our year. Like speaking of my birthday, we came up with this concept around that time of my birthday when my family was visiting, and that was in March.
Oh my God, literally, it was that weekend.
Early March, which is like, pretty early into the year. So the rest of the year was really, I know we talked about this like last episode too, but like everything that goes into it, like I just like deciding to go for it fully and do a photo shoot and, do all the things to like make it the best it can be. And, we're still learning as we go, but like this podcast was 100% so unexpected, like was not on my bingo card for 2025, but now it's like such a big part of our lives.
Literally.
And such a smile.
Yeah. Oh,
Had
that's
to say
sweet. Mine does not pass the Bechdel test. It's about a boy. Sorry. My unexpected smile is dating a very nice boy. I literally, as y'all know, because I've talked about it, I got rid of all my toxic men that were weighing me down, and I met a sweet boy who I am now dating. And honestly, like I knew it was possible because I had manifested it, and I've always been like, I'm not going to date someone who doesn't treat me well and blah, blah, blah. And then, I've just gone through dating lots of different people. I dated one guy who treated me well, but I wasn't even like into him. And so it's crazy, like being really into someone and him also treating me really well. It's like I fully earlier this year accepted the fact that I wasn't going to find someone like probably until I was like 40. Like which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't even need a person. I was fine being single, but this was just very like I just wasn't expecting it to happen.
It was very unexpected.
It happened out of the blue, and
it always does, doesn't it?
Apparently. And yeah, that was a very unexpected smile. I was not expecting to end the year not single. Anyways,
yeah, that's
weird.
crazy.
Life is really weird.
Life is
like
weird.
I really was not expecting it at all. But yep.
Yeah. Life just like throws you things. It's really cool to like watch everything unfold. Like just not knowing how things are going to like pan out. And
remember when I was like, I have a crush on him?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, he asked me on a date.
Yeah.
I just know he's listening to this right now, and he's probably like so excited because every time he's slightly mentioned on the podcast, he texts me and he's like, oh my God, I got a shout out.
Whenever you say someone was here. Someone gave me this. Are you going to say his name soon?
I don't know. Well, here's the thing. You know how Strawberry Milk Mob calls her boyfriend Brad, even though his name actually isn't Brad in real life?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if I want to say his name.
Well, then should we come up with a nickname for him?
It could
like,
be Rodney.
I'm Pete,
Yeah.
Rodney. Why Rodney?
Because that's what Sarah started calling him randomly.
Wait, what?
Did I not tell you that?
Why is Sarah always calling your people that you date different names?
I don't know. Sarah's also the one.
Wait.
If you guys listen to the Armin OK, Sarah came up with Eric. Flashback.
That sounds vaguely familiar though.
Rodney.
Why did she? Oh,
because
of. Okay, yes. It's
He
like
could be
it's like
Rodney.
it's an evolution, sort of how like Pete came to be.
Yeah.
Rodney, okay, Rodney,
So
no longer someone.
someone is now Rodney. Congratulations, Rodney.
Rodney.
You've moved up a level. He's actually going to be happy. But
so
anyways,
funny.
yep, unexpected and crazy.
So crazy.
Also, I want to say Vogue just came out with that article that's like having a boyfriend is embarrassing now. And I'm like, ugh, of course, being single has been our thing together for a very long time. I'm like, damn. As soon as it finally happens, I haven't had a boyfriend since high school, and now it's embarrassing. To be fair, like men are embarrassing.
Yeah, I think it's a problem with men.
Yeah.
Let's not place the blame on a woman, okay, and call them
No.
embarrassing for
No.
men's embarrassing actions. But I actually like haven't like I've seen the article, I've seen like TikToks here and there, but like I don't know what are they saying in the article? Like what's the argument?
Just that I don't even know. I actually haven't fully read it.
That it's embarrassing because men are embarrassing.
Just embarrassing because men are embarrassing, and a lot of people have like minimal effort boyfriends,
Yeah.
like boyfriends who are just kind of like there, and like the woman ends up like doing his chores for him and shit, and that is embarrassing. And like having a man in your life, like if they better deserve it.
Yeah, it's only embarrassing if it's embarrassing.
Yeah,
But like if you have someone in your life that
is embarrassing.
treats you well and I don't know, isn't embarrassing, then
Mhm.
it's not embarrassing.
I guess it's just because women don't rely on men for really anything anymore. So now the tables have turned, and the male loneliness epidemic, because
Yeah.
now women are raising their standards. So now I guess it's just like, you're so right though. Blame the men for sucking. Don't blame
the women for being embarrassing for having a boyfriend.
Yeah.
It's always comes back around to blaming the woman for something,
Mhm.
for a man's actions.
But that being said, don't settle, and
No.
don't date a man who does the bare minimum, because what's the literal point?
I don't know. Like
Thank God our friendship has like really made us both like, I'm like, if I have a roommate and bestie, aka Pete, who leaves me cute notes sometimes and like loves me and cares about me, what the hell would I need a man who doesn't do that thing? Just like some dude who doesn't do anything cute or make me feel good. Like, no thanks.
I just think it's like adding frustration into your life. I mean,
exactly.
depending on what you want from someone or like what your love language is.
That's true.
Maybe you just like don't need any of that or want any of that. But like, if I'm going to have a person in my life, then I want,
Mhm.
you know, those things. I want to be treated like a princess.
Yeah. Princess treatment only.
And if you're not going to do that, then yeah, what's the literal point? I'll just be frustrated all the time if you're not doing that. So
I actually, this is so, I'm becoming one of those people, not annoying isn't the right word, but I'm just like, I texted him something earlier where I was like, oh, like my inhaler makes me like my heart beat really fast or something like that. Cause inhalers literally like, it feels like
Oh.
caffeine. And he like read it and didn't respond for a couple minutes. And then I texted him and I was like, do you care? I was like, do you even care? And he was like, yes, of course I care. I don't know. Just funny. Like, I'm like, who am I? Who have I become? Anyways, no more talk about that. Men, this is I don't know, a podcast run by women.
yeah.
Yeah.
Our smile together. So smile that has to do with the two of us together. Taking us back in the conversation a little bit. Mine is watching Severance with you.
Oh, dude.
You know how people always say like I would pay so much money to like be able to read this book for the first time or see the show for the first time. I've never really felt that way. I mean, I've had shows that I really, really loved, but like Severance just blew my mind in ways that I can't, like that I hadn't felt before with TV.
I don't think I've ever felt that way.
I remember watching the finale of season 1 and literally like experiencing a new emotion that I'd never felt. Yeah. I like ran away and I like went into my bed and I was like, I don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah, the end of season 1 is crazy. And the end of season 2, oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to be severed so I can rewatch it and my innie can watch it for the first time.
It was weird because I felt like I was almost experiencing like two things. Like myself watching the show is like you do and loving the show. But then I was also like, there was part of me, like the artist part, like admiring the writing of it and how it was like, how everything unfolded and how they did that. So not just like what was happening itself, but like the artistry behind it.
Dude,
and
the acting also.
yeah, just everything. And there was
so
like
well done.
this one morning where we made breakfast together. I don't know if that was the morning that we watched the finale, but I guess neither of us had to work that day. And we made like this big breakfast and we watched Severance. And that was a highlight, a smile of my year because
When
that
is
was so
season
fun.
3?
I don't know.
I need it. Oh my God.
It's so funny too because Severance came out like season 1 so long ago. And then it didn't really get the attention it deserved until like season 2 came out.
That's so true.
And we went and watched season 1 first. Yeah.
That is one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Very good.
Wow, good answer. Mine is Valentine's Day was a big smile with us.
That was almost mine. I'm so glad I changed it.
I've thought that it might be yours too, just because that was a very special,
it was.
roomy day. We, Pete and I go all out for each other on Valentine's Day. Like, we get each other little gifts and flowers and like whatever. But we had a dinner party this past year, so we made pasta and we got heart-shaped ravioli, and we were just cooking, having a dinner party, just the two of us, drank wine, and it was just like awesome.
It was. I think I was coming home from work and I walked in and I did not expect this, but Noelle had like roses in a vase, a card for me, and a bottle of wine.
And this is why we don't settle.
And we were like, you were starting cooking, and yeah, we made dinner together, and we made like this pink themed salad. Remember that?
Oh my God. Yeah, the pink salad.
Pink radishes and like pink things to put in the salad, and like a pink vinaigrette and the heart-shaped ravioli. And
so cute.
do we make meatballs? We had something like the ravioli, and then we had ravioli and like rigatoni with meatball, pork and ricotta meatballs, the ones from the New York Times. Yeah. And so we made like a homemade sauce, homemade meatballs, pink salad, bottle of wine, and then we went out for like a drink, but like one drink.
Oh my God, that bar.
The one that's like kind of near us, but
Did we walk there?
I think we probably were.
Yeah, no one knows.
But yeah, we went out for like one drink and then we came home and it was chill, but it was like very memorable.
It was a great quality bestie time.
We gave each other gifts.
We normally do. Unless we didn't this year because of money or something.
Maybe.
Wait,
Can't
no,
remember.
I feel like wait, I don't know. We normally get each other gifts.
Wait, yeah, we did.
Wait.
You got me my plant.
Yes, I got, and you got, is that when you got my arm weights?
Might have been the arm weights. Yeah.
Yeah.
The wrist weights you wanted. And then you got me a plant for my room.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we had like a $30 limit or something.
Like a very small one. But like, yes, we did. That was cute.
Oh, we're so cute.
Yes.
That was a great day.
It
Valentine's
was.
Day was awesome.
It was. Yay. Yeah, that was almost mine. Okay. Overarching is our final one. My overarching smile is that I feel like I'm just coming more into myself in so many different aspects. I think like just even in the way that I dress and do my makeup and wear my hair, like I'm always feeling more and more myself, I think, like every year in those kind of ways, but also in like the deeper ways of just this year was a very mundane year, I will say, for me, just kind of like a chill year. But that's what it kind of looks like on the outside, I guess, like for what happened to me. But what was going on internally for me was causing me to have like a 180, just like
Mhm.
growth moment. And I don't know. I just did a lot of healing and a lot of inner work. And I think I spent more time with myself this year than I ever have. And I'm like learning to love it more and more and getting to know myself more and more and the things I love to do and like what brings me joy and peace and kind of like creating more routine for myself that supports me and just, I don't know, like just coming more into like who I am as an adult woman and like what I want my life to feel like. And yeah, this year felt like, I don't know, quiet,
It did feel quiet.
but there was a lot going on inside. And I feel like it's preparing me for years that are going to have more momentum whenever that does come.
Mhm.
Because it's important, I feel like, to have those moments. And this year flew by also.
It did.
Like,
It's so crazy.
I can't even believe we're like nearing the end of the year. Like I cannot freaking believe that. But yeah, that's my overarching is it just like I feel more myself than ever. But that was because I did a lot of hard work and just
Well,
worked
good job.
to know myself. And then also just like learning about what makes me feel good, like on the outside too.
Mhm.
I started wearing my hair more natural.
You did.
And like that made me so much more like low maintenance. I love it. Just yeah, everything about like I'm trying to like build my wardrobe in a way that makes me feel better and good about what I'm wearing and like thrifting and finding my personal style and just like literally in all senses of the term.
Wait, what was your word of the year this year?
Oh my god. Do I even remember it? That's bad if I don't remember it.
Was it persevere?
No, my word was discipline.
Mm.
And actually, I think that does really encapsulate my year. I think I've had a lot of discipline in different
It
ways.
does, yeah.
But I think like halfway through the year, I had to kind of like rework that because I was being very disciplined. But then I was like, but I need to integrate a little bit of like more gentleness with myself. And so just like finding that balance, that yin and yang.
You gotta have both.
Yeah. Feminine and masculine energy. Both.
True.
Yeah. So that is my overarching.
I guess my overarching is just, I guess, a pat on the back to myself. I think that I am a hopeful person with a lot of ambition. And I think that this year has been really hard for me career-wise. I mean, I think the past few years have, but this year, you know, I went to a lot of auditions and I've been feeling extra down, especially even last week's Sewed. We were talking so much about
Last week's was a time.
yeah, like we were both just talking a lot about how hard it is. But even like, I feel like I just had 2 weeks of being like, ugh, and like doubting myself. And even today, I suddenly felt motivation again. And I just think that I'm never going to give up this career. And I think that's one thing that I've proven to myself this year. Because even when things get really hard, I still never seem to give up because I love it and I believe in myself. And I think it's also inevitable for artists to have days or weeks or months even of being like, do I suck? And like, is this ever going to work out? And I guess you have the choice to persevere or not. And I think that I'm an ambitious girl and I'm going to persevere. So that's my smile, is just that I'm never going to give up hope. And I worked really hard this year in lots of auditions and my producing and stuff. And I'm proud of myself for pushing through, even when things got hard.
Yay.
Yay.
I love that one.
Thanks. What next?
Listener smiles.
So we posted on our Instagram, said filming a Thanksgiving episode.
We got so many.
Yeah, we want to know what your smiles are, the listeners. So we'll be sharing some of the answers we got.
Should we like rapid fire?
Let's
them?
rapid fire.
Okay. You start. We'll go one by one.
Okay.
Are you starting from the top or the bottom?
Let's start from the top.
Okay.
One person said, Well, this was my dad, and he was talking about my mom. He said, "Mom's students winning at Nats, aka a singing competition."
Oh, okay. Someone said recently made so many amazing new friends. That's amazing.
Yay! Someone said, "One of my high school best friends is having a baby, and I get to see her tomorrow." Wild.
Aw. Next one. Literally just leaving my apartment to get work done in a really pretty hotel lobby in the village.
Nice. Someone said, "Just painted the walls of a new space in my dream city with my dream person. Heart, adult life, yay."
Oh, I love that. Mythbusters episodes being uploaded in full on YouTube.
The Chrysler Building.
Dumplings.
Okay, I might mispronounce this. Borscht. It's like a Ukrainian
Is that the beet soup?
stew. Oh, maybe.
It's the beet soup.
Borscht.
I think. I always wanted to try that. I love beets.
Um,
Brisk weather.
Animals.
Also coffee.
This person said, "Noel makes me smile."
Rodney.
Rodney's. Rodney.
Someone said, when a cute boy likes your Insta story, the subtlety and cheekiness melts me.
Cute festive things, leaves changing colors, seasonal candles, turning on a heater,
The first snowfall of the season.
being my own best friend.
Aging. It's beautiful and a blessing in a world obsessed with youthfulness.
I love that. The innocence and warm feeling, flirting with a new crush.
Childhood friends always being in your corner.
Books, fall New York City weather, winter plans, the Nutcracker.
Mom Donnie being our mayor.
Woo! This person said, "What made me smile was when y'all did that backwards thing on the pod." The backwards song thing on the pod. Wait, also, somebody did text me a picture of a bodega bunny.
No
So-
way.
Its name is JP. I'll just say who it was. Claire, one of our good friends, texted me and sent me a picture of a bunny rabbit in a bodega. And it just says, "Just met a bodega bunny named JP. That's my smile for the episode." So shout out to JP.
Bodega Bunny is insane. I love that. I think that was all of them. But thank you guys for writing in. It's really nice to see everyone's smiles.
It is.
It's really sweet.
Oh, also, I want to say something else that I got from the Psychology of Your 20s gratitude episode today. Oh, I thought this was important. She was mentioning how sometimes it's easier to express gratitude. Some days it's easier than others. So like there are some times like if people are going through a really hard time or feeling extra depressed, and there's a lot going on in the world. I mean, people can't buy groceries apparently because government shut down and no one's funding food stamps, which is really good. So anyways, point is there's a lot of hard shit going on too. So I mean, we're lucky that we have so much to be grateful for, and I believe that everybody could find something to be grateful for, even if it's just like the trees are pretty and the sky is pretty, but I think sometimes people have a harder time if you're in a really tough spot. Hold grace for yourselves if you're unable to come up with things that you are grateful for. I know we just named so many, but if you're not able to do that, don't be hard on yourself. There are so many days when I feel like I can't find anything. Today's just an extra good day. But once you start looking for the little things, it becomes easier. And also another thing she said on Psychology of Your 20s is if you're having trouble finding gratitude with things in your own life, one thing that can help you is just being kind to others. So like giving someone a compliment, or if you want to go all in and go volunteer. That's another way to bring yourself joy or help you to find a purpose if you're struggling to find things in your own life.
Mhm.
Helping others.
I love that.
Yeah.
Also, knowing that like multiple emotions and feelings can live and exist together at once. Because that's something I've been struggling with, like when I'm having like harder days, because it's so true that some days are harder than others, or some moments, whatever, periods of life. There are going to be days when the gratitude doesn't come as naturally. But knowing that like your gratitude can like always be there, even like underneath negative emotions that you may be feeling. And it's okay to, want change or want something different out of your life, or it's okay to like want things, but then also be grateful for what you already do have.
Mhm.
Like the two can exist, and you don't have to feel guilty for wanting change or wanting something different or
Yeah.
wanting in general, because it's natural and it's good to like, you know, have goals and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
just know that two things can be true at once.
I mean, literally, I remember last week before filming that sode when I felt in a darker place. You said you came up with the idea where you were like, let's say ways that we've changed in the past year. And I remember being like, I don't even know if I can think of any. And you were like, girl, yes, you can. But like, I felt so genuine when I
Yeah.
said that. I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm not where I want to be.
Mhm.
But like, of course, I sat down and thought about it. And
Yeah. And really, that's the whole purpose of this, you know, when you can find those small little things, that's what, you know, when we're in those hard times is when we need it most.
That's so true. That's why we started. I mean, literally, the beginning of this episode, I explained the origin story of
Yeah.
Smile of the Week. If you are struggling to find things you're grateful for, maybe that's a sign that can be like an exercise for you.
Mm-hmm.
Writing down things that make you smile.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
That was kind of a take-home moment.
yeah.
Take that home with you. And happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you eat so much turkey. And if you're vegetarian, I hope you eat so much
Tofurkey.
tofurkey. And yeah.
And I hope you have wonderful time with your friends or your family or your chosen family and whoever you're spending it with.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. We're grateful for you guys.
Yeah.
For listening
We are.
to this podcast. Even though we're still a little baby pod.
baby.
I am super grateful for those of you who do tune in every week, or like even if you're new here, I'm glad that you know, are here.
It really does mean a lot.
It really does.
It makes me so happy whenever I have friends say like, oh, I listen every single week. It's like, oh my gosh, people are listening.
Yeah.
And even if it was just like one person listening,
That's
at
the
least we're
thing.
making their day.
Yeah, it's
hopefully.
like even the small amount of people right now that we have, it's still meaningful, and we'd be putting out the same content whether we had like millions of listeners or 5, you know? So
yeah.
it means a lot for those
Thanks,
of you who
guys.
do listen. So
We love you all.
love y'all.
And I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yes, follow the pod, take it home pod, and do all the things, you know, that we always say to do. Give us a rating, subscribe. We come out
Only
with
give
a
us a rating if it's 5 stars, though. If it's less than 5 stars, you don't need to rate us.
Yeah. Okay.
We're good. Okay, we love you guys.
We love you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.